What's going on, y'all? We are Rich from Anywhere, and today we are going to discuss why you haven't made $100,000 in one day, all right? And just to preface this, we've actually experienced this ourselves. We were actually just recently rewarded by Myron Golden for hitting $100,000 in literally one day.
24 hours.
24 hours.
It can happen, and you can do it too, but there's three big reasons why most people are not doing that, right? The first thing is a lack of a roadmap. When people think of making $100,000 in a day, a lot of y'all, probably some of y'all right now watching are thinking like, oh my God, that's crazy, right? Like, it's a mystery, right? It feels like a mystery, right? And if you think about it, when things feel like a mystery to you, you don't really want to do the things necessary to achieve that result. And if you don't do the things, then you don't get the results. And if you don't get the results, then it starts to bleed into your subconscious. You start to feel less than, and it's kind of like this perpetual thing, right? So first off, I want you to stop thinking about it like a mystery, and I want you to think about it like a math problem, because that's all it is, guys, all right? So listen, here's the thing. I'm about to change y'all's minds forever, okay? Making $100,000 in a day is literally as simple as this. You can get 1,000 people to spend $100 with you. That is $100,000.
100K.
You can do it in a day, right? How about this? You get 500 people to spend $200 with you. That's also $100,000.
100K.
All right. Let's get 100 people to buy a $1,000 product from you. 100K.
100K.
If you can get 50 people to spend 2K with you, 100K. If you can get 10 people to spend 10K with you, 100K. If you can get 5 people to spend 20K with you, 100K. Now I want y'all to think about that, because now what I just did was I turned something as crazy and mysterious as making $100,000 in a day into a math problem, because that's all it is. And when you start to think about this like a math problem, you can actually see it happening. Now you have a roadmap, right? And when you have a roadmap, now boom, you can just go make it happen. All right?
Now speaking of roadmaps, this is interesting because with a roadmap, obviously you have a destination that you're trying to get to, all right? So let's get into number two. So the second false belief that a lot of entrepreneurs have that prevents them from hitting 100K in a day is the lack of belief, right? Now, I just mentioned that you have this roadmap. So let's say this roadmap or your destination is that you want to make 100K. We're here to tell you right now that it's a lot easier to make 100K in one day than it is to make 100K in 1 year, all right? Now let me show you how. Now, most entrepreneurs, what they're doing, they have their destination that they're trying to get to, but they're trying to walk to their destination, okay? And we all know with walking, it's gonna take you a lot longer walking to your destination than any other form of transportation. On top of that, you're gonna spend way more energy trying to get to that destination if you walk, right? But most of you watching right now, or a lot of you watching right now, are probably struggling, and the reason why is because you're choosing to walk to your destination, right? What you have to do is you have to change your vehicle, right? So instead of walking to your destination, let's say you get a little bit smarter, you start tapping in, watching some YouTube videos. Let's say you decide to change your vehicle from walking to actually finding a car, right? A car, as we know, can get you to your destination a lot faster than walking to your destination. So let's say that the time that it would have taken for you to get to your destination gets cut in half, right? So now you're getting to your destination in 6 months as opposed to 12 months.
And here's the interesting part. Like, the thing is like nothing changed. The only thing that changed was the vehicle that you took to get there.
That's
You know
a big
what I mean?
one. That's
So,
a big one.
think
It's the
about that.
vehicle that you chose to get there, right? So let's say now you're driving the car, you get there in 6 months. That's cool, but us entrepreneurs, we're hungry, right? So let's say you start tapping in a little bit more, learning a little bit more, and you understand that that a car is not the only vehicle that you can take to get to your destination. So you decide, okay, I got this car, but you know what's gonna get me to my destination a lot quicker? The airplane. So let me hop in the airplane and let me go to that same exact destination. And when you do that, it's gonna cut your time to get there in half again. So now we're at 3 months. So now 3 months to 100K sounds a lot better than 12 months, but it's not as good as 1 day, right? So what can get you to hit 100K in 1 day is getting even smarter, right? You get a little bit smarter, you tap into more resources, you start rocking with RFA, you start learning, you start tapping into our YouTube channel. And next thing you know, you change your vehicle from an airplane to a jet. And we all know in the jet gets there as quick as possible, right? So now what you've done is you've changed the vehicle, right? You started out walking, and all of a sudden you've transformed to a jet, which is a much faster, more efficient, easier vehicle that you can use to get to your destination at the snap of a finger, right?
crazy.
And that's crazy, right? So with lack of belief, you have to have the ability to wrap your head around the fact that you can make 100K in a day, right?
Here's the biggest reason, in my opinion, why people have a lack of belief, right? It's because they are hanging around the wrong crowd. They're hanging around the wrong people. You guys got to understand, us as human beings, we are very, very good at adapting to our surroundings, right? We're very good at, you know, adapting to our environment, right? That's why you guys probably look around your city, look around your life. You will probably notice that rich people tend to hang out with other rich people.
Facts.
Broke people tend to hang out with other broke people.
Facts.
Lawyers hang out with other lawyers. Doctors hang out with doctors, right? It's all, homeless people hang out with other homeless people.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Come
like,
on.
it's all around you, right? So what you need to understand is that rich people, they think about money very differently than broke people do. Right? So if you hang around a bunch of rich people, what's going to happen is you are going to start adopting the beliefs of a rich person. Even if you come from poverty, right? You will slowly start to shift to the frequency that's around you, because again, we are products of our environment, right?
Thanks.
And again, if you hang out with a bunch of broke people, you are going to adopt their beliefs about money. No matter where you come from, if you start rich and hang out with broke people, you will come down to their level. If you start out broke and hang out with rich people, you will come up to their level. So it's very, very important that you're hanging around the right people so that you can actually tap into that belief system.
100%.
You know what I mean?
And you know, we actually did that ourselves, right? We invested in a mentorship program that cost $155K. And at the time when we invested, we were not making the same money that we're making now. And the reason why we elevated is because we started hanging out with rich people, right? And being around that energy, you literally have no choice but to elevate. And that actually leads perfectly into number 3, which is the lack of information, right? One of the biggest reasons why you're struggling to hit 100K in a day is because of the lack of information. And the best way to get the information that you need to level up is through mentorship, right? You need to find the guidance, right? You need to find someone who's already experienced those pitfalls and those roadblocks in their journey so that they can actually help you to avoid doing that yourself, right? You have to do that. And once you do that and start getting around these people that are elevated and start getting around the knowledge base and the blueprint on how to actually become successful, that's the jet right there. You're going to get there so quickly, y'all.
Mentorship, I want y'all to think about mentorship like a time machine, because it literally is. You're tapping into someone else who's already achieved the things that you want to achieve. So now you can actually tap into their knowledge and get it a lot quicker. Because here's the thing, guys, like all the information that you want and all the information that you need, let's be real, it's on Google.
Yep.
Like, it's out there, right? Like, you can go find it if you want to. You can go search for it. But the thing is, it's going to take you a lot of time and a lot of energy to accumulate that information. And probably even if you do go get the information, you're probably still gonna make mistakes along the way. You're gonna run ads on stuff that doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy softwares that you never needed. You're gonna waste a bunch of money, waste a bunch of time, right? And that's just not the right way to do it, right? One of the best pieces of advice that I ever got in business was this right here, and I want y'all to write this down. If you wanna scale your business and you want to take your life to another level fast, you should never, ever, ever spend time trying to save money. You should always spend your money so you can save time, okay? And that's such a big gem, because time is infinitely more valuable than money. Think about it, guys. If you spend some money, you can get that money back, right? You can spend it and it will come right back, and it can actually come back in multiples, right? That's possible. You guys understand that. But when you spend your time, I don't care how great the time was spent, how terrible it was spent, it doesn't matter how you spent the time, it will never come back, ever. And I don't know one person in the world that's wealthy enough to go out and buy some time. If y'all know someone who's rich enough to buy some time, then let me know. Like, drop them in the comments, because I need to meet this person.
Facts.
Right? Like, it can't happen. So if you think about it like this, time is infinitely more valuable than money. So why on earth would you ever spend an infinitely valuable resource like time trying to save a lower valuable resource like money? Why would you ever do it, right? The only reason that you would ever do that is because you've been programmed the wrong way. And the majority of us have been programmed the wrong way, us included. We had to deprogram a lot of things. So it's all about this concept of, if you want to take your business to another level, you have got to get the information. But you can't just get the information. You got to get the information fast. And and you got to implement it fast. Okay?
That's the big word. That's the big one right there, is implementation. Over here, action takers are money makers. So
facts.
We've been around a lot of multimillionaires. We've had the privilege to mastermind with a lot of multimillionaires that are super successful. And the one commonality between them all is that they act quick.
That's a fact.
They take massive action, y'all. So y'all have to take massive action on the information that we're giving y'all. Hopefully this video was super valuable for you. And remember, we're sitting here dropping a bunch of gems on this YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to it, okay? Be sure to share this with friends. Like this video, because when you like it, you get notified. And when you get notified, you watch the video, you implement it, and then it's up to you to take action, and we really hope that you do.
Definitely. And by the way, type in the comments below which one of these false beliefs have you struggled with the most, and let us know how you plan on overcoming this. All right, so hope y'all enjoyed this video. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.